Calamite. That was a much needed victory, a much needed 3 point at Villa Park. Chelsea just know how to do the business. It was then or never. No, they just had to win at Villa Park. We couldn't afford Aston Villa 9 points adrift of Chelsea ahead of Chelsea, because that's what would have happened yesterday if we didn't win that game. The worst result would have been a draw, but yeah, we got a 3 point, 4-1, too easy. Those guys just left Cole Palmer to do Cole Palmer things, and at the end of the day, it was too easy. You don't give Cole Palmer such chances. He was left alone in the middle, and he controlled the game. And no, the game started poorly, something kind of expected. Chelsea these days, when you've identified a risk, you've identified a job, you've identified what you needed to do, that there's a much or a much needed game, and they just go there and they mess up. They've done that last season. They did it against Newcastle, and I wasn't surprised by the early goal of Aston Villa. I wasn't surprised, because we just don't get things done the easy way, and the way we came back was just magnificent. Joao Pedro, wow, we just have to give it to him. He doesn't have much chances like Jackson would do. He doesn't have much strength like Johnson would do. But the few chances he has, especially when he gets into that position, he knows how to finish them. How many times have you seen him, just lob the ball over the goalkeeper, to score the goals? Jackson wouldn't have done that. That's one of the uh cream de la cream of our last transfer window. The others were just shambles. So the team played. Cole Palmer was in. And most of those goals too easy. They were the same approach, too easy. The ball from the middle that beats the line of defense to the wings, and the wings, kind of a cut back and boom, go to the empty net. So João Pedro with his first hat trick in EPL for Chelsea. That is good. Cole Palmer with that blistering shot. That was good as well for his confidence. On to the next one. I like the way Rosino set out his team, and the fact that he gives confidence to players like Eto, and I think you've seen the guy increase over time. He gives them the confidence, he starts them, you know, go out there, you know, yeah, I think from now on we should just expect a clean slate when it comes to injury. That will really help us in the running to these top 4, top 5 position that we require to enter the Champions League. That's it, guys. Soccer Sheriff video. Share and follow. Peace out.